Look at this. Wow, this is wind. Now this is other things that have been scaring me lately. Crazy wind. Oh my god. I pray he does not be carried. Wow. You see this one, I can feel it. In my face, my body sees this, and I know from my size how I know myself. This one I can just go. Wow, 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 wow. May that guy find something to hold on to. That is that even safe? Oh my God, good vibe sauce. Hey, things are happening in different places. Wow, this one is new. This is pecorages. This guy should be caught down. This is the manufacturer of pecorages. Aye, what am I seeing my own things? Aye, what? Aye, fake. Wow, this one, my friend, humans are unbelievable. Hey.
Authentic UAP videos, you can actually see warp bubbles and the effects that they cause as the craft or the object is moving. If you look clearly, you will see the background actually warping, and you'll see horizontal lines suddenly warping around. As you said, Rob, you unfortunately hit this object with a laser, but guess what? I'm going to show you, and I'm going to invite you to come in close. The laser beam warped. This object caused the light to bend. Okay, we know that's not done. So this is the laser beam right here coming up. You know, I click one more, you're going to see it comes down, it strikes it, and it reflects a little bit. That's how wide it is. We go a little further south of it, or below it, you can see it doing some really weird things, and then suddenly it's blocked. You've hit it 100%, and then it warps around it. So the laser beam is coming up, and it is actually being warped around this object because of the gravitational lensing effect, Einstein or Alcubierre's warp drive.
These are also other things that blow my mind. What are those?
One of the most unfortunate things that ever happened in my life, and I really envy people who this did not happen to, is finding out or learning and understanding that a lot of the adults in your life are fucking dumb and ignorant at a young age. Like when you start like 9, 10, 11, 12, really start settling in that the adults around you are fucking dumb. The way you perceive adulthood and the people around you shifts completely. And there are so many people that are in their 20s and late teens just now finding out that their people are just people. Like they're not special, they're not like hyper intelligent as you think as a kid. They're like, it's better for them figuring that out at an older age. But when you're a little ass fucking kid and even a teenager, seeing how fucking dumb and ignorant the grown motherfuckers around you, the way you perceive other people, it's just, it skews your whole perception of reality. And I feel like that fucked me up for real, because I don't give a fuck about nobody or nothing for real.
That was the time I ever did math homework with my mother, and I failed. It was not nice.
And I am thrilled to report that the U.S. Space Command headquarters will move to the beautiful locale of a place called Huntsville, Alabama, forever to be known from this point forward as Rocket City.
Huntsville, Alabama, you don't say. Very interesting timing. Because now what's very interesting is how there is a quote from Amy Eskridge, whose father was a NASA plasma fusion propulsion engineer. Say that 5 times fast.
Where she even one time
is videotaped saying this right here. Disclosure is going to come out of Huntsville, Alabama.
Disclosure is going to come out of Huntsville, Alabama, out of Redstone Arsenal. Redstone Arsenal in Huntsville, Alabama is the biggest deal that you've never heard of.
Now, for those who do not know, Amy passed away in 2022. Now, from what I've seen online, there's a lot of different opinions and takes on Amy and what happened to her. But as we can see right here, Amy passed away June 11th, 2022 at the age of 34.
What? That one is the most strange news, my friends.
All right, guys, there's a clear shot of 3i Atlas approaching Earth.
Oh!
You can see the little
this one is another fake also.
light leading it. It's coming in hot.
That one, do you think is really good vibes, child of God?
No one ever believes me when I tell them this, but I went back to Michael Jackson's hotel room with him when I was only 7 years old.
What?
Now, before
What?
you MJ haters start on me, just let me get into the story, okay?
Oh my
In
god.
1996, Michael Jackson came to Sydney, Australia on his World History Tour concert. And at the same time, he was also releasing a short film that he did called Ghost, which was actually written by Stephen King, I've just found out. Now, at the premiere of his movie in Sydney, he wanted a whole bunch of kids to sit around him and then the adults around the outside. It was kind of like the kids were protecting him from the adults, and I totally get that now. The short film only went for about 45 minutes, and at the end the lights came up and everybody had realized MJ had snuck out at some point during the movie and nobody even noticed. So the fans went crazy, they all started running out after him, and us as kids were like, oh, okay, do we just leave? So we all started walking and following them all. I just remember being like knocked to the ground, getting trampled on by all these adults, like crying, didn't know what was going on and just trying to make my way out the front. When I finally got out to the front, I went into the coach that we arrived to the premiere in, and all the kids were in there. We were all crying, we were all getting checked for injuries. It was pretty chaotic. I didn't really know what was going on. Then I remember somebody coming onto the bus, and I don't exactly remember who it was, but they said, Michael has found out how
This
what has
story
happened
does
to you
not
guys,
feel
and he's
real.
really upset,
But
and he
let's
wants to make
listen.
it up to you by inviting you back to his hotel. What? Me, like 7-year-old, like didn't even know what was going on. But me now, I'm like, that's crazy. At this point, our parents were all hysterical, like crying in tears. And we're all just like, oh, cool, we're going to meet MJ. Like, this is awesome. No, this is like once in a lifetime thing that nobody
What's
will ever get a
up
chance to
with
do.
this?
So when we got to the
Ah,
hotel,
yeah,
we were
huh.
taken up to his hotel room
Good
by
vibes.
a couple of security guards and like one of our chaperones. And there was, I don't remember exactly how many kids in there, maybe like 10, maybe 15, but we all went in and oh my gosh, this was just like the most exciting experience of my life. I remember him just being so friendly, and he was just so apologetic for everything that had happened and like all of us getting hurt and all that stuff. So what he did was pretty crazy. He went into the bedroom and he opened up his closet and he grabbed all of his jackets, like all the sparkly ones, all of his specialty made ones that he gets made for all of his concerts. Anyway, he grabbed them all out of the closet, chucked them on the bed, and we got to choose any of the jackets that we wanted.
Good vibes,
Not
guy,
only
that
that,
one.
one of the kids got his Nintendo 64, one of my other friends got like a mask, the glove, like all of his little accessories. This was just wild to me. So after we all chose our jackets and things that we wanted, we all took photos with him and then we left. And that was it. And it was literally the most incredible experience and one that I cherish to this day. Unfortunately though, my house burnt down in the bushfires when I was 14 and my jacket went down with the house. So yeah, I don't have that jacket anymore. But I have photos with me wearing the jacket. That's still awesome. What we did the next day was even more incredible. We went on his actual stage at his concert for Heal the World, and while he was singing, we were all walking around in a circle around him. So that is on video somewhere. Still to this day, I'm a massive MJ fan, rest in peace. And also, where's all the evidence? Like, there's no baby oils, there's no videos. It was just a couple of guys coming after him after their fame kind of dropped and their money ran out. So, love you, MJ.
Up to this
Thanks for the
point,
experience, and hope you're resting in peace.
I believe that story is good vibes. Lots of love to that guy and
This is what they call a duplex
the
penthouse
musician.
in New York City. Duplex because, well, it's got a second level. Up there,
There's no way they call this a penthouse. That's actually ridiculous.
well, a private little outdoor space. Not so little, it wraps around.
Bro, this is the most low-level penthouse I've ever seen. How do you go from apartment with a rooftop patio to a penthouse?
So, entryway right by the staircase, which takes you to the kitchen, which has almost, well, I guess 1 foot of countertop space with a wine refrigerator, a dishwasher, laundry,
Very
refrigerator
sophisticated.
here, bathroom right there. You've got bedroom number 1 and your really spacious living room
What?
and bedroom
Right.
number 2. This one has exposed brick, a closet, and don't open your door too
Hey,
much
this is
because you
lots of
might hit the
space.
fan. That's $3,400.
I'm gonna guess that it's $3,400 a month just because of the exposed brick. You know, it's a very good look. So, you know, you gotta add a $3,000 fee over the original rent, which should be like $400 a month. And man, I mean, this is nothing new, man. These bedrooms are just the worst. But this is heinous. Countertop, but at the same time, it's a wine cooler or whatever you want to call it. Like, imagine having a wine cooler next to your washer and dryer. That's insane. But this is crazy. $3,400 a month, and this is the view I get. How disrespectful!
Hey, is that how housing looks like? Oh, wow, this guy. This guy ate something living. He swallowed it.
看看滋滋冒油啊，太棒了，色香味俱全。
好，拿一个啊，一人一个啊，没有多的啊。好 ，OK，来，拿走，自己拿，自己拿。这讲究人还拿叉子。
The Chinese astronauts cooked
给摄像留
chicken.
大的。
牛排，
两个内蒙人在这烤牛排呢。
这学生吃完了。等这样就来。
Oh, wow. For a moment, I had seen Rekia detain something alive. Is the Chinese
You really
astronauts?
cannot beat it. Look at all this garlic. Meal of the day. I love it.
Is this safe?
I was gonna add more garlic to my plate, but I'm running low, and I haven't gone to Walmart for the brand that I use. So
Wow, this one.
this is what we
You
were
will
doing.
smell garlic for almost forever, more than 6
You can't
months.
stop replaying what someone did to you. That's not closure. That's your nervous system trying to regain control. I'm the educational counselor who shares what school did not. Here's the psychology behind resentment and how to let go. Hear me out. Before you justify your anger, understand this. Resentment is a mix of grief and control. It's your brain's way of saying, if I can't undo what they did, maybe holding on to it feels safer than accepting it. That's when you replay a memory in your head and your brain releases the same stress chemical. That's why resentment feels alive when it's all over. That loop is called rumination. Your mind's trying to solve the pain that can't be solved by thinking. Resentment typically forms when boundaries were crossed and justice was never served. So your ego turns into self-righteousness, not because you're trying to be out of pocket, but because your mind wants to get even, to feel powerful again. The
Okay.
truth is, you don't heal by holding onto a story tighter. You heal by letting your nervous system learn that safety isn't found in revenge, it's found in release. Forgiveness doesn't mean you trust the person again. It means you stop letting their actions decide your emotional state. Instead of asking, why did they do that? A better question is, what part of me still needs closure? That's how resentment turns into awareness, and awareness turns into peace. Letting go is never easy, but that's proof of psychological strength. I'll see you in tomorrow's video.
Yeah, my friends, may you have peace and always be kind and loving.
I just heard someone say, good things happen to bad people because bad people are really good at being good to themselves. Bad things happen to good people because good people are really bad at being good to themselves. That just broke my brain. Because we have this idea that if I'm a good person, I do good for other people, then good things will come to me. But that's not how the law of attraction works, right? The law of attraction says the things that I think of myself, the things that I do for myself are the things that the universe is going to mirror to me. So if I'm good to other people, but I don't know how to be good to myself, then the universe is not going to mirror that energy of being good to me back to me. But the bad people who get all the good shit are really good at being good to themselves. So the universe rewards them with being good to them.
Oh, okay, that's an interesting concept, but my friend, be good to everyone, loving and kind.
This ketchup dilemma I found at the grocery store. Here, let me show you. This 14-ounce bottle of ketchup, $3.89. This 20-ounce bottle for $3.69. It's literally cheaper to get more ounces, and they're the exact same. Someone explain that.
I would love to explain what's happening there. So basically, when a company wants to shrink something down, sometimes they will leave the product side by side on the shelf at the grocery store or near each other so that you see the small one and the large one and say, I'm definitely going to get the bigger one. It's a much better deal. But subconsciously or consciously, you clock the price of the small one so that that seems like a normal price rather than the large one, which has always been that size and has always been that price. That seems now, instead of normal, it seems like the better deal, the better value. And then that normalizes the small size price as the normal one rather than the good deal or the better option. So later when you go back and the larger one is not there, instead of getting angry and thinking, these companies keep shrinking everything, then you think, I'm so glad I got that larger one of the better value while I still could.
Wow, okay. That one is also interesting. Did you know that? He's the guy.
Good day. So, I've been following you for almost 2 years now.
Is that who's been behind me all this time? Sneaky fella.
Yeah. And actually,
Good vibes guy there is always surprising.
Guys, this is fucking insane. Watch this. Kelly made a loaf of bread. She has this butter that we keep upside down in this salt water concoction. If you look in here, that's a fucking brine shrimp. And so Kelly's theory is that she used Celtic sea salt and like somehow there was a brine shrimp egg in the Celtic sea salt bag, but that makes no sense to me. I don't see it. That doesn't sound possible to me.
Eh? Well, that one now is science and is good vibes also.
So there's a challenge. You walk down the stairs, you skip a step with this thing. You gotta look at it. My toes looking mad. Alright, so I'm a.
So I saw this game where you have to try to connect the dots and make a little rectangle using the whirlpool effect. Let's see how. I just turned the effect on. Look at this. Oh my god, this is gonna be hard. What the hell? And we're starting. Okay. Got that one. Let's move down. It's just a straight. Oh my god, stop moving. Oh, that might have been nice. Let's go up. Just move up. No, why you? No. Okay, got it. Go up here.
Oh my god, that is a rectangle.
A glass of milk with the whirlpool effect. Oh my goodness. Oh no. No, this is not gonna go good. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. What is... Okay, so I saw some guy with the whirlpool effect try and pour milk, so I'm gonna try and cut a pizza. Here we go.
Hi.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Oh, this is hard.
Hey.
Oh no, this
is dangerous.
No, I need to go to the middle. Wait, which way is that?
Yeah.
Oh shit. Oh my. Oh, no. Okay, last cut. Let's see the outcome.
Oh, not good. That one is a good vibes videos. Humans are interesting.